Traders, hello, welcome to Simply Forex. Sorry about the dodgy Halloween laugh there from the editor. He's finally cracked. He is a nutter. Hope you're all well, guys. Hope you're having a good trading week. Hope you haven't done anything that I wouldn't do this week. And I'm not talking about trading, just generally in life. So the plan of attack, what we are going to achieve during this live stream is the following. We need to have goals, right? That's what the editor keeps telling me. So, guys, we're going to look at a couple of trades that I'm in, right? So I'm in a couple of trades right now that are actually a bit offside, right? They're a bit against me. And we got some US data coming out, but we'll take a look at those very shortly. Then we're going to answer all of your questions, like every single humanly possible one of them, right? So we're going to answer all of your questions. Like I say, we've got important news coming out as well. So at 1:30, you can see we've got the GDP figures coming out of the US, right? So this is important, obviously, right? The gross domestic product. So this is going to potentially have a big impact on any US dollar pairs. Unless it's as expected, then sometimes it can be quite muted. So we must take a look at this. This is important to me because I'm in a silver against the US dollar buy trade. All right. And we'll take a look at that very soon. What else are we going to do in this live stream? You'll also notice, the editor has kindly given us a Forex quiz question, right? And the quiz question is, which of the following best describes PIP in Forex trading, right? So have a go at that, guys. Answer the question. And we'll see if the majority of you are right by the end of the live stream. Please remind me. Also remind me that there's news coming out, because you know what I'm like when I get chatting. I'm like an old woman. Right, guys, so here you go. There's the plan of attack. Let's start with the silver trade that I'm in. Okay, so you can see that there are, let's remove this alarm. You can see there's alarms galore here, right? So daily chart, guys, silver was in this uptrend. Okay, so we're in an uptrend with silver, higher lows, higher highs, clearly in an uptrend. Plus, we had a wonderfully bullish candle, right, that broke out of all of this crap. Yeah, you look in any good economic book, that's what's known as crappy price action, right? There's just indecision. There's no buyers and sellers are just canceling each other out, right? There's no winner. And then, in the words of Batman, kapow, right? We get a super bullish daily candle, right? And the idea is just to take this daily candle back up to these last highs, right? There's still plenty of pips to be had there. If we drop down the H4, I've basically been entering since here, right? I've entered, half my trade size at this point, right? And the idea is to build the trade. So if we look at H4, right, this is where we're at, really. Okay, so I've entered here. I probably won't enter another position before the news, right? I'll see what news does. And then if it does start shooting up, I could potentially add another position. If it starts shooting down, I won't, right? Obviously, common sense, logical. If there wasn't news coming out, right, but there is, right? But if there wasn't, this is such a nice area to add to this position. Right, it's such a nice area. Look at all of this previous resistance now becomes support. And the moving average 20 is coming round. Right, somewhere in here we could have a really nice addition to this trade, but news is coming out. All right, so this is where I'm at. I'm a little bit offside this trade. Like I said, I started entering in about here. My stop is below here. So I've got plenty of room and my target is back up here. So I've got plenty of room, guys. Let's see what impact the GDP of the US has on this pair. And another trade I got in previously today is Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar sells, right? And this is the trade, right? Let's look at the day chart first of all. Okay, so if we look at the day chart, we was in this uptrend, right? A bit of sideways action. Price doesn't know what to do with itself. And let me explain why price doesn't know what to do with itself, right? Let's go back, actually. This would be interesting, right? So, right, let me get rid of that. Let me go back to here. So why doesn't price know what to do with itself here, right? I'm going to explain, right? Through here is a weekly level, right? It was a weekly level historically. It's proven to be a weekly level again, right? And we're getting sellers at that level. That's on the weekly chart. And then if we look at the day chart, we are in an uptrend. So what you have here is two forces colliding, right? You've got this daily buyers and you've got a weekly resistance level, right? And therefore you've just got sellers, buyers, sellers, buyers, sellers, buyers, right? And we don't want to, again, right? That is crappy price action. We don't want to trade that, right? That's in all the top economic books. You check it out. Go to the index, go crappy price action, and you'll see a picture of this, right? So we need a winner. And then if I just come to the current time now, you can clearly see we had a clear winner, right? Sellers. So much so that it broke this last low, right? This last low was broken with this candle. We're below the moving average 20, and there's a bit of room to move into back down to this next piece of support in here, right? And it coincides with the 0950 level, which we like as a psychological level, right? So that's why I'm selling. Well, that's the day chart. So the daily tells me why I am selling, right? Sorry, the daily gives me my direction. Then the H4, I'm just looking at a good price to get in. Okay, so you can see H4 started storming down, and this is where we're at, right? I got a bit of a retrace. I started entering in here, right, at 0980. And this is where we're at, right? I'm putting my stop above the last swing high, give it a little bit of room. And this is where we're at so far, guys, right? And I'm looking to take this price lower. Just rinse and repeat, right? Rinse and repeat. Day chart tells me what to do. H4 trend is what I want to be with, right? Simple as that. Not rocket science, quite logical stuff, guys, all right? So yeah, that's what we're looking at. And then obviously there's this H4 candle, right? Obviously by the end of this hour, right, when this H4 candle finishes, I do want to start seeing some top wick, right? That would just appease my brain a little bit, right? Because currently we're getting quite a lot of buying pressure here, okay? But it's fine. You know, my stop loss is up here, but just from, you know, reading the candles, yeah, I don't want this candle to be so bullish, and I want to start seeing some top wick come into the market, right? Because that tells us sellers are back. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on this trade and see how it goes. So they're the two trades I'm currently in, guys. All right. I also got in Swiss franc yen earlier. It's been quite an eventful day. I got in here, right, with a view to putting my stop down here. And then I literally got out at break even because this candle broke this level through here, right? For me, that is a change in H4 structure. So as soon as it got out, price retraced, and I closed this trade for a very small loss, right? About 6 pips, something like that. So yeah, I'm out of this trade. So yeah, you know, I try to cut my trades early, guys, if I can. You know the old saying, you know, cut your losers quickly, let your winners run, right? So yeah, that's the reason behind that. Right, so that's me. That's the trades I'm in. Let's see who's in the house. Say it with Stone. Hi, Tom. The usual, please. Do you think it is going to reverse? We are sitting on a daily trend line. Okay, so say it with Stone. We will look at Euro US dollar, our Italian friend from Lecce. Brett, hi, mate. How are you? McFlave, Colin, how are you, mate? Okay, Rich, Paul, Hamed, Michael, hi guys, hi, hope you are all well. Okay, so let's have a look at Euro US dollar, right? And there is a level that I want to see broken, and you can see it here on the H4, right? And it just hasn't broken yet, right? If that breaks, I think Euro US dollar has room to the upside. Okay. If it holds, it could potentially come back down to these lows again. Right. But let's not start on the H4. Let's start on the weekly. Right. And on the weekly, right, it's clearly in a downtrend. Right. You don't have to be Warren Buffett to know that, right? You've got lower lows, right? We're in a downtrend. Okay, if I zoom in a little bit, so you can see what the hell I'm talking about. So we're in a downtrend, but there's clearly this key level of support and resistance through here, and it's just touched it, right? So we're kind of bouncing off of this important weekly support level, right? I wouldn't say the candles have been super bullish, far from it, right, on the weekly chart. But if we go to the daily chart now, right, these, you can see price gets to this level, lots of buyers. Price comes down again, lots of buyers, right? So it's this downtrend is now running out of steam, right? We're getting more and more buyers enter the market. I mean, just look at this downtrend. Red, 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 pathetic green, red, 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 red. Not a bad green. Red, 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 strong green, red, strong green. Just by looking at the candles, guys, you can see buyers are coming back into this market. And as I said, if we look at the H4, there's this key level, right? Through here. Prices reacted once, come down, come back up, reacted again, come down, hit it again, come down, hit it again, currently reacting. So it's all about this level for me, right? And the GDP might be the piece of news that breaks it or be the piece of news that brings it back down. Okay. And all I'm going to do, guys, is trade this. If we end up with a bullish H4 candle like this, right, then I think this is a good buying opportunity. If we end up with a bearish H4 candle like this, then we could sell it, but I don't really want to because sellers are running out of steam. But it would suggest we could come back down to these lows. So Euro US dollar right now is at a key pivotal level. All right. So don't, let the market tell you, right? Just wait patiently, like a coiled cobra, and then spring into action once your criteria is met. If we get a break, I think it's a good buying opportunity. And it's as simple as that, guys, with Euro US dollar. Guys, don't be shy. Ask as many questions as you like. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying the analysis. Also, smash the notification button and smash the like button. While you do that, I will have vodka from a water bottle. Firstly, work this YouTubing and trading. Okay, there's not news yet, editor. Oh, sorry. Yes, there is. Sorry, you're right. Okay, we've got this. Right. Sorry, guys. I think the news has just come out. Okay, so the news was better than expected. Okay, for the ADP non-farm employment, so we can expect a bullish reaction with the US dollar, guys, and that's exactly what we're getting. And this is not what I want in terms of my silver trade right now. Okay, so let's take a look at that. Okay, but not coming down as aggressively, right? So, okay, we still have a bit more news in 15 minutes as well. So, yeah, no panic stations as yet, right? But if all of this news comes out better, I might even close this silver trade early, right? But let's see. right? Let's wait until the next piece of news comes out. But clearly, right, let's have a look at the H1. Okay, not clearly, right? We're actually getting a bit of US dollar weakness in that case. Pound US dollar. Okay. Okay, not as bearish as we thought, not as strong with the US dollar, you know, because if we look at the news, guys, right, that was a big beat, a massive, that doubled, right? That doubled this figure, right? So that is fantastic news for the employment market in the US, right? And we're not seeing as big a reaction as we should, I would argue, right? You know, we should expect some real strong US dollar, but we're not. Okay, let's take a look at some other US dollar pairs. Let's go back to Euro US dollar. Okay, this is reacting quite strongly. Let's have a look at Aussie dollar, US dollar. Okay, so yeah, a bit of US dollar strength, but not crazy strength as yet, right? It's probably still waiting for, like I say, the GDP figures in 15 minutes as well. Okay, so yeah, that's where we are at, guys, with the news. Thank you, editor, for reminding me. Right, guys, what else are we looking at today? Okay, so what do you think about US dollar, Canadian dollar from Michael? All right, so let's have a look at US dollar, Canadian. Let's stick with the US dollar majors for a little bit, guys. Obviously, these are hugely traded, right? And we are seeing that US dollar strength manifest on this chart, right? Clearly. But let's do a top-down approach on US dollar, Canadian dollar, right? And I'm going to ask all of you to get involved. Yeah, let's do it as one big happy family. Before I do, guys, I know a lot of you are looking for funding, right? You want to increase capital so that you can trade and potentially get higher returns, right? So right now, look no further than Blueberry Funded, right? As you can see above my head, guys, they are offering 25% off any funded challenge right now if you use code simply25, right? We do not know how long this promotion is going to run. Okay, so take advantage now, guys, if you want 25% off. All right, so yeah, funded challenge, check it out, Blueberry Funded. Right, US dollar, Canadian dollar. Let's do this together. So weekly chart, guys, right? Let's have a look at the weekly chart. And I'm going to adjust this. Because really, you have to include that. Arguably, you have to include this as well, right? But let's just include the last high here. Right, now, weekly chart. Yeah, everyone get involved, guys. You've got three options. You can buy this pair, you can stay out of this pair, or you can sell this pair. So everyone, right now, what would you do with US dollar, Canadian dollar on the weekly chart? Leave a comment in the live chat. Let's do this together. I will await your answers. If I get no answers, this could be very short-lived. Right, Hamid would stay out of the market. Anyone else? Michael would stay out. Brett would buy, but it's overextended, so stay out. Anyone else, guys? Don't be shy. Get involved. You're all here to learn. Colin would stay out. Okay, so the majority of people are, well, everyone has said stay out, and I couldn't agree more, right? So we're clearly in a weekly uptrend, right? But we are at resistance. Now, I guarantee you there will be resistance at this level. Excuse me, just bringing up my lunch. I guarantee you there will be resistance at this level, right? Guaranteed, right? There will be resistance at in this level somewhere, right? It's still pushing on, but until it breaks it, right, there will be resistance at this level. Now, will that resistance bring price down to here? We don't know. Will resistance bring price down to here? We don't know. Will resistance bring price down to here before it shoots off? We don't know, but you will get resistance. Okay. So in an uptrend, I want to buy, but I don't want to buy into this. So for me, it's clearly a stay out, right? Okay, so Johan said I'd stay out until after the election. Yeah, okay, we're gonna have a bit of dollar volatility during the election. Rich Paul, stay out, right? So everyone has said stay out. Couldn't agree more, right? Now let's take a look at the day chart, right? To be honest with you guys, I don't even need to ask you, right? It's exactly the same scenario. Yeah, we are clearly in an uptrend, but we are literally at this last high, right? So I do not want to buy into that level. Look at the reaction we got last time at that level, right? So there is going to be some sellers sitting in there. Even if it pushes up to say 3,950, then we get a big wick rejection, something like that. There will be sellers in here. So it's just clearly a stay out trade for me. If anything, if we got a big bearish candle, right, something like this, it would be a reversal trade for me. It would be an against trend trade because of at the level that it's at and that weekly resistance. Okay, so US dollar, Canadian dollar is just a stay out at the moment. It's got nowhere to go really at the moment, so just stay out. Okay, so news in 5. Thank you, Brett. I do need reminding. Right, what other questions have we got? Guys, don't be shy. Remember, this is your opportunity to ask as many questions as you like. Pick my brain. You can ask me questions to do with anything to do with trading. Maybe you want to ask me questions about football. That is also fine. And Liverpool drew 2-2 with Arsenal this weekend, which was not a bad result. I'm quite happy with that. Right, what other questions have we got, guys? Okay, so no questions as yet. Let's take a look at the couple of trades that I'm in, guys. Let's have a look at Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. I want to start seeing some top wick on this H4 candle. Okay, so this is looking good. And I'm still in this silver trade, right? Okay, but look, even that wonderfully good, right? This is interesting, guys, right? So you can have fundamental traders, right, that are based on, understanding economics, the GDP, the inflation, the employment, the interest rates, etc. of a country, right? So you have fundamental traders. You also have technical traders like me, and you have traders that mix them both, right? They're a technical trader and a fundamental trader, right? Now, this is interesting because if we go back to that news, right, this US dollar on the back of that employment news, right, should be just hurtling down, right? It should be. It's such good news. But we are at a wonderfully technical level. What was once resistance becomes support. We're at such a nice technical level. And what you have right now is fundamentals. Yeah, we've got fundamentals versus technicals at this level. So it'll be interesting to see who wins, right? Obviously, the news we have in 5 minutes is also going to have an impact on this. But it's a really interesting tug of war, this, between fundamental and technical. All right, so we'll see who wins that battle But like I say, we've got the GDP guys coming out in just under 5 minutes. So this is also going to have a big, play in that as well. So yeah, we will look at the news very shortly. Hamed is asking, Tom, can you check the dollar index for us? Yeah, okay. So we are all about the dollar today. Dollar bills, yeah. Okay. Nobody does that with cash anymore. Yeah, it's all like did. They're trying to kill cash, guys. They're trying to kill it. I sounded like Donald Trump then. It's one thing I never wanted to sound like. Right, dollar index. Here we are. So, from a weekly perspective, right, we have gone, ever since we've hit this big weekly level down here and this big psychological number of 100, price has gone bananas and the dollar has become unbelievably strong. It was like super weak. Now it's super strong, right? What a difference, a couple of months can make, right? Or a few months. Now, the thing with it is it's gone a very long way in a very short distance of time, right? Like literally a month, right? It's shot up. Now, at some point, we're going to expect a bit of a retrace at some point, okay? Now, there is a key level through here, right? So could this be the level in which we start getting a bit of, bearish candles come in and we see a retrace down to this level? I'm still bullish dollar, right? Yeah, I'm still bullish dollar because we're in a dollar uptrend. But obviously the US elections are going to have a big say on, the direction of the dollar, right? Okay, and there's going to be some volatility. But even if we did get a retrace potentially back down to this support, it would still be a buy dollar, right? But at some point over a day or a couple of days or even a week, we can expect a retrace on the dollar, right? And we can take advantage of that dollar weakness as we can take advantage of this dollar strength on the way up, which we did, right? So that's what I'm seeing on the weekly. If we look at the day chart, you can see at this weekly level, it's not moved. It's still just holding this weekly gray zone is a weekly level. So it's just holding on to this level, right? You can see before there was no problem. It just kept pushing on. Yeah, no problem. Super bullish. But now we are seeing some consolidation in price. Now, will there be a consolidation and then a move up, right? Or will there be consolidation and a move down, right? And the truth of the matter is, guys, nobody knows. So don't predict the future, right? If you can predict the future, please tell me in advance, right? Let me know. And yeah, we'll have the Lamborghini by Christmas, right? But if you can't predict the future, then just wait for price to tell you what's going on, right? I will not touch this price action. Just won't touch it. Thank you, yeah. Seconds to the news, right? Won't touch this price action. If we get a candle that breaks out to the upside, buy it. If we get a candle that breaks to the downside, sell it. Wait for a winner. Right, 10 seconds to the news. I'm going to have a look at my US dollar trade because I'm in this, guys. Here we go. Right, so no. Okay, so that's quite bullish. So that suggests US dollar weakness. Okay, this is good. This is what we wanted to see. That's very weak US dollar. All right, but let's, okay. Okay, let's see. Let's have a look at another pair. Let's have a look at New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Okay, so US dollar is strong here. Okay, we're getting real mixed signals here. Let's have a look at US dollar yen. Bullish US dollar. Let's have a look at US super bullish US dollar CAD, super bullish. Right. So we can say GDP was better than expected. Yeah, I would say that's a fair assessment. You don't have to be Sherlock Holmes. So let's take a look, guys. No, it wasn't. How interesting. Sherlock Holmes does not strike again. I blame Dr. which is the I blame Dr. Watson, which is the editor. But you can see here, guys, GDP is worse than expected, right? So this is quite big, guys, because, you know, whether we're entering a recession or not, if you get 2 months of, you know, decreasing GDP, that is technically a recession. Not that anyone uses that word anymore, right? You just don't hear it, right? Because it scares investors. But that is a decrease in GDP. If next month we get a further decrease, that is technically a recession, right? And you'll see a lot of developed countries, right? There is very little growth. And we're potentially seeing, without getting too fundamental, I know, but we're potentially seeing the start of a recession, yeah? And these GDP figures are a big indication of that. All right, so that's quite a miss on the GDP. But remember, we did have this fantastic employment data earlier on the US dollar. So it wouldn't surprise me if we have a bit of a mixed US dollar. Okay. Really, I'm just going to keep going back to silver because that's what I'm interested in. So again, guys, right, if I go back to the H4, we've got this real great technical level here. All right, but we've still got another 30 minutes. But I want to see, you know, I'd like to see a nice big bullet wick, maybe even a green candle here. That would be exactly what I want to see to take price up. But let's, you know, I'm not going to jump in, make any rash decisions because the news has literally just come out. So let the news settle, give it to at least the end of the hour, and then see where price has settled, right? So yeah, it's been very dollar heavy today, hasn't it? Dollar bills. How many slang words can you think of money? So dollar bills, the Benjamins, right? For the $100, Benjamins, cash, dosh, loot. Yeah, what other words can you think of for cash, money? There's a question for you. Right, guys. Any other questions for me? Any other questions coming in? Please ask as many questions as you like, guys. Right, Mullah. Yes, Mullah. That's a good word for money. Yeah. Let me remind you guys right now, if you're looking for funding, you want to increase capital that you trade with, then please check out Blueberry Funded. They are offering 25% off any funded challenge right now. We're not sure how long this promotion will last. Just use code simply25, get involved. Right, we've got a few other words, slang words here for money. Clans. I haven't heard that one. That must be American, I'm guessing. Bones, I've never heard that one. Get your bones. No, dosh, mullah, cash, wonga, that's one. Yeah, Benjamins. What other words for cash? Or your readies. Yeah, Brett, there's one. Readies, good stuff. Not only do you learn trading here, guys, you also learn slang words for money. Yeah, we're a very educational YouTube channel. Yeah, keep them coming, guys. Any other words for money? Please let us know. Maybe there's some crazy ones in your country, right? Let us know. What else are we looking at, guys? Let me take a quick look at my Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar sell trade. Right, this is not what we want to see, obviously. Right, but like I say, guys, we're only wrong once this level is broken. So we'll keep an eye on Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. Again, want to see some sellers coming into this market. Okay, we'll keep an eye out on that. Guys, any more questions? Oh, right. It's in the Big Lebowski, the dude. Here's another question, guys. Who played the dude in the Big Lebowski? Today's live stream has turned into a quiz. So who played, for 3 points, who played the Big Lebowski? Who played the dude in the Big Lebowski? Please give us an answer, guys. 3 points are up for grabs. Yeah, but once you answer that, guys, I'm really not liking this Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar candle, right? But we've still got 25 minutes before this H4 candle finishes. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on that. Let's go back to silver, see what's happening with the dollar. Okay, let's go to the hourly chart so we can get a bit of a better idea. Okay, let's have a look at some other US dollar pairs. Right, okay, so we're seeing some US dollar rejection now off the back of that GDP. Let's have a look at New Zealand US dollar. Less so, right? But this would, if you're looking at New Zealand US dollar buys, that is a wonderful level. I'm not today, but that is a wonderful level. GB pound US dollar. Okay, so a bit of dollar strength, bit of dollar weakness. Okay, so not much movement there. Yes, silver is holding nicely. Colin, 3 points. Jeff Bridges, that's exactly who it was. And also, guys, I must recommend this, what they called, series. It's called The Old Man with Jeff Bridges. Admittedly, it doesn't sound great. It's called The Old Man. But it's not just an old man just pondering around his nursing home. It's very bloody good. So check it out. The Old Man with Jeff Bridges. Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar is not acting like the dude. No, he's not. Right, guys. Any other questions? Guys, don't be shy. Ask as many questions as you like. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button and smash that like button, guys. And also don't forget to join our trading community. Come join our free Discord channel. And we've got the VIP Trading Academy as well. What we're going to look at? We're going to look at the poll. So we have not a poll, we have a quiz question today. And I'm glad the majority of you have got it right. Yeah, so now and again, the editor's going to do a poll or a quiz question because he's a wacky kind of guy and he likes doing that sort of stuff, right? And which of the following best describes PIP in Forex trading? And the correct answer is the smallest unit of price movement, right? So, yeah, when you say the market's moved 50 pips, 20 pips, 5 pips, that's the smallest unit price can move. So well done to 71% of you. Right, what else are we looking at? What else was I looking at today, actually? Yeah, Swiss franc yen. I got out of Swiss franc yen earlier, and it's a good decision, I think. Yeah, H4 is still coming down. Okay. All right, guys. So, yeah. Okay, and the UK budget is now live. Okay, so you can expect a bit of volatility, guys. Yeah, you've got the FTSE 100 here. You might see a bit of volatility coming to the indices, right, on the FTSE. But yeah, the UK budget. Obviously, doesn't affect me as much, guys, but yeah, still like to keep my ear to the ground when it comes to UK politics, although they're all bloody morons. And on that note, guys, we are going to call it a day, right? If there's no more questions, guys, I'd like to thank you very much for your time today. Thanks for all your questions. Please don't forget to subscribe and share the channel. I hope you have a great trading day. And I'll see you same time again tomorrow.